Hello, everybody. Welcome to On Winds and Whispers. I am Steven, your DM. This episode is for the first time brought to you by Roll20. We're really excited to be a part of their Spotlight program, so you see a slight change to our overlay. I'm going to look at the camera instead of looking out my window, basically. But today, with me, we've got Prince.
Hello everyone, I am Prince Amir Hamza, also known as Dimples and Dice around the internet, and I am playing Sin Trident, your pugilist gambler.
Well, Nightbot's being the worst.
Sounds about right. It's Nightbot.
Yeah. Eris.
Hi, I'm Eris Savad. I'm a Stitchy Witch and creator of all kinds.
Ian.
Today I'm playing.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
Wow.
You need to cut it.
I have not had coffee this morning. I am thinking about too many things. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry.
Goodbye. Today I'm playing Arena. Both of our pronouns are she, her.
Now, Ian.
Hey everyone, it's Ian Gould. Follow me on Twitter at Ian G. Gould. I am a DM's Guild writer, layout editor, and DM. Today I'll be playing Voth, the bosun of the Azure Dragon, rallying his 27 with the whole Dragonborn siblings.
B.
Hello. I am your non-binary, Busy Bee. You can find me on Twitter as @B_Zelda, and I'm joining you as, well, probably the best crew member, Ruse. No real introduction necessary.
That's true. And Danny.
Hello, I'm Danny Gage, and I am a maker. I make mugs, stickers, and dice bags. You can find me on Twitter at DannyOgini with the links to all of my stuff. And today I'm playing a celestial tiefling warlock, Lyra Stelmaris.
All right. So a couple things before we get started. First, we have a special channel rewards point rewards thing that's basically guidance for any of the cast, including myself. Oh no, the crops are bad. This is gonna bother me all day. Don't mind me. So if you want to redeem channel points and you have them, to give a D4 that our players get to add to any of their roll when they are ready for it, you can do that. I also just posted a tweet, a link to a tweet that if you want to share, if we get to 20 retweets on that, I have prepared a special encounter and a special table on Roll20 that I'll give you a small demonstration of. But it is called our Crew Complications table. And it's not popping up because nothing works right for me because everything is terrible. Oh no, it is. So, for instance, if we get 20, Ruse would have a complication come up.
Oh, no thank you.
Oh, yours is good.
We're gonna have to keep that roll, I think, moving forward.
Yours is very complicated. We are also, real quick, we are affiliated with Greenleaf Geek, a wonderful dice creator. So if you are interested in...
Dice.
Yeah, I did that one worked. If you are interested in dice, which if you play D&D, you probably are, really beautiful custom sets, lots of really well curated sets as well from companies like ChessX and HD Dice. Yeah, lots of great stuff from them, and I think with that, we should go on a little Sky Pirate adventure. What do y'all say?
Arr.
Let go.
All right.
Pact made with the being of the elements left our crew with the mark of the storm. But there was more to this island than the elements. A body found with the symbol of a blood hunter left the crew worried. After protecting the ship from a storm a terrifying creature of rage and lightning, they were able to take to the skies once more. Only this time for mutiny, that without the sharp eye of Ruse may have resulted in the assassin's success. But now to port. For one cannot crew a ship with those who jump sides and stab you in the back simply for the offer of coin. who knows what other sorts of trouble await them on Havrin. Find out on Winds and Whispers.
All right, we are back.
Yes.
I can't hear the audio on that either, so I have to guess when we're supposed to be going back.
Perfect.
Okay. Let me get my correct notes. While we're going to do what we did last week, I need each of you to give me a 1 to 2 sentence summary of what happened through your character's eyes. Whoever goes first gets inspiration.
Dang it! I can't think that fast. No.
Well, we were. Oh, did you want to go?
No.
Okay.
Call you.
Well, we were all just. Well, you know, it was early day, and Roos challenged.
Oh, no.
Roos challenged Churro, right on the deck in front of everyone. It was quite surprising, but also not.
Mm-hmm.
Inspiration.
Yeah. And we should note that I won.
Are those your 2 sentences? And yeah. Voth's recounting of the day was, we had another mutiny. Sen's cooking, getting better.
Related or unrelated?
I think Sin's recollection would be something like, I stopped a mutiny. Everyone's terrified of me. Again.
Poor Zen.
Oh.
Well.
Lyra's would probably be, lots of things happened, and then mutiny.
Beautiful. All right. Let's see. With that, so that means, Arena, you have a little inspiration to use at your leisure. And do you all need a more accurate summary?
No. That was a very accurate summary. Oh, you know what? We did. I meant to include a detail that not that Sen's cooking is getting better, like I'm playing it was worse, but that Sen cooked up a delicious lightning boar. There we go. See? Now we have everything we need to know.
Yeah.
You did also make a pact with some elemental being.
Oh. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, we promised to ghost a thing, but I'm pretty sure we're bound to that island, and I mean...
I don't think Sin thinks of himself as making that deal. Everyone else did, and Sin was just kind of there.
But always has the same feeling.
I will note that Steven has brought up the word, like, pact, like, a number of times, and
Oh yeah, I caught that too.
I feel like no one's using that word except for you.
We don't seem to feel the same way.
Sin has a pact already that he doesn't want. I'm not trying to add one time.
Like bonus unwanted pact.
I mean that's fair. I guess y'all don't have to use the word pact if you don't want to.
I don't know if that makes any difference now.
Now that I think about it, Bob does use the word curse when he describes what happened. So, pact, curse. Is there a difference, son?
Yes.
I think you were going to say that.
All right.
Arena made a promise. She promised that she would bring back the ladies' tier.
Yeah. So for the chat, if this is your first time here, a quick summary is our 5 crew members are part of the Azure Dragon, an airship in the world of Avastria. They have been pursuing a mysterious ship from the country of Terran that is flown by the Drazenri, who are kind of like they're the not good guys. They're the bad guys. I don't know why I said not good. They're just bad. They're sort of secret policey, like mess with people, create instability. Not nice people. So that's who our pirates are chasing currently. Their trip led them to a floating island, surrounded by a storm. They met a being there that seemed to be made out of the elements, who had a tear-shaped hole in their chest, and through some encounters with dreams and other such things, our crew decided that they were going to, decided it was sort of coerced out of them to get this tear back, for Arena, because supposedly it is holding back a great evil. They also dealt with a mutiny, as a changeling snuck aboard their ship and attempted to assassinate the captain. And they are now on their way to Havrin, a small port on the Crescent Isles that is where they plan to restock and, find some new crew members and all that stuff. And as we jump in, if you would retweet this go live tweet, if we get to 20, I've got some special complications for one of our characters today. Really helps the stream out, and brings some fun to people's days. So, it's been a day since the attempted mutiny and assassination. The mutineers are locked below deck in the brig, each with a small shackle locked around one wrist, the locking mechanism welded shut, the sign of a pirate who committed mutiny. Ow! Sorry, my cat just bit my ankle.
I couldn't believe you were just RPing as one of the mutineers.
You really could have just kept going with it.
That was believable. It was good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It really was.
As they're all locked below deck, the ship is safe. But it's made the last day of travel particularly difficult, as you're down about 20 crew members. Because of the difficulty traveling, I'm going to need all of us to start off by making a Constitution save.
Ooh. Oops.
All right.
Let's not talk about my failure.
So we have some rolls on there that are interesting.
We definitely have rolls on the board.
Sorry, guys, I got a little excited there.
Ruse, Lyra, and Lyra a couple times. Okay.
Yeah.
So Lyra just won. So just Ruse and Lyra. Both of you gain a level of exhaustion. As just the strain, or maybe lack of motivation to participate, is also exhausting.
It really is.
Adds a little bit of exhaustion to you.
I really appreciate the ongoing theme here of Ruse not doing a damn thing and being totally tuckered out by it.
Yeah.
So tired.
You watch the sunrise, Arena, from the crow's nest. You see on the horizon, with the early orange breaking through the deep blue of night, an island, beautiful and wild. In a small cove, you see ships in a small port, Havrin. Each of you have been here many times, a place where the Waterdavian aristocracy and the Zenri convocation of Terran have no authority, a haven for pirates, freedom fighters, rebels, and criminals alike. As Lyra guides the ship into dock, and the lines are tied down, Captain Dira addresses you. Well, this has truly caused more of a delay and a headache than I would have preferred. But better to be alive and late than dead, eh? You all can have the day in town. Hearth will take care of supplies for the ship. I will work on the crew. But you have all shown yourself to be trustworthy time and again. So keep your eyes out for some savvy deckhands so we don't have to deal with the likes of these lot. And she gestures down below deck.
What's to happen to them, Captain?
They're going to get paraded around the city, and they're going to have to figure out how to get off this island and get a job, with everyone knowing they're mutineers. So
I can't wait to see that procession.
yeah, it's it's a small sliver of joy when something like this happens. Humiliation makes me feel a little better.
It's more kindness than they deserve.
I am in agreement with Sen. It is more kindness they deserve. Also, I have many mouths to feed. Perhaps one or two could be saved here on the ship.
Well, you all know that there's no real ruling law here. I'm not much into the executions myself. What happens off the ship is up to you.
Thank you.
I see, Captain. You have made it abundantly clear.
Let me turn the music down a little bit. There we go. Thanks, Tempest Thema. It should be a little quieter for you. As you arrive in this port, it's small, very very stereotypical like pirate port. There's lots of activity, people moving back and forth. Everything is technically put together, though everything is kind of MacGyvered together. Every building has random like wires, like metal wires wrapping walls, holding walls up together. Very few buildings have all of their windows not broken.
Or not boarded up.
Or not boarded up, yeah. There is 4 ships in the harbor. I would like all of you to make a perception roll from the deck.
Bosun is keeping a sharp eye out. I say, as the ship's bosun, Voth is keeping a sharp eye out.
I'm napping.
Danny, is that
got a real
rubbing
good
my
look
eyes,
Yeah.
trying to wake up.
is that your
If you
second
just wanna
nat
say-
one
If you
already?
just want to fail your rolls without rolling them, that's fine. You can just
At this point, I really should.
That wasn't even without dessert.
So, Arena and Voth, you both notice that on the in the harbor, one of these ships has an air of familiarity about it. It's the ship itself has a very similar paint pattern to the ship you saw taking off from the floating island, though the colors are not the same. The flags, the ship you saw had this fist that you recognize as the symbol of the Drazenri. This ship, however, has a different flag that is waving. It's a black flag, and all it has on it is just a flute.
The most dreaded band of cutthroats to ever sail the skies of Avastra. The Black Flutes! Quick question then. So it sounds like it's of Terran make. Am I understanding that correctly?
That's what it would at least appear to you. There's definitely
So-
something familiar about it.
Does it appear to be... Would it be right to surmise that like it's a ship it's of Terran make that has been repurposed, i.e. probably... what's the word I'm looking for? GTB, Grand Theft Boat.
That's the technical term.
Yeah.
I believe that's like the term.
Yeah.
And it's been repurposed for High Skies larceny. Does that sound about right?
That is a fair assumption to make, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Amazing. Being a pirate, would I know this flag?
Give me a history check. And if you're not proficient,
Voth will-
I will say you can add your proficiency bonus to it.
Well,
given your
Sweet,
pirate
okay.
life.
in that case, can I give the help action to
Sure.
as I'm like, I think is that the black flutes?
Okay, so this is gonna be an additional +3. 7. So let's just roll another d20 just to
No,
make
no,
sure.
no, it's not the black flutes at all, is it?
Oh gosh! I rolled
Silence.
a 2 and then a 3.
You-
That would be
God.
an 8.
Falling back on your knowledge of pirates and growing up on a pirate ship, you are confident that that is in fact a pirate ship.
Well, it's definitely a pirate ship, but not one I've seen before.
It's unsettling that it looks so familiar that I can't place it. But
Oh,
to keep
that's
our-
definitely the ship we saw leaving that island.
No, that one was flying the flag of the Drazenry.
I hate to inform you, but pirates and other sailors very often have multiple flags that they'll fly depending on where they are.
Would the Drazenry fly their flag so openly in this harbor?
Absolutely not. This is
It is very true. The Drazenry would never fly their flag so openly in this harbor. Absolutely not.
So,
Too true, Arena. Too true.
Where's the party?
I think while we're out and about, it might be worthwhile to figure out who's on that ship and see if we can get anything out of them.
Okay. So there's a couple places on this small port that you would be familiar with. There's the Black Iron Smithy, which is a blacksmith shop. There's Fire Bellies, which is kind of the most popular tavern and inn. Always some shenanigans going on down there. And then there is an open part of this small port town called the Exchange. It's this open trading post where essentially pirates come in and exchange their wares and ideas, and it's just where it's the formal point to trade with other pirates. In whatever that means. That can mean goods, that can mean information, whatever it is. So, with that, what would y'all be doing as you enter this port? What would you be looking for? What are your characters hoping to do?
Looks like it was Fire Bellies, the Exchange. What was the third location?
It is...
Black Iron Smithy.
Yeah, the Black Iron Smithy.
Thank you.
Well, before we get off the boat, y'all have to remember to give a kiss to the Azure Dragon to thank her for giving us a safe voyage, because, you know, if you don't thank her very much, she might not give you such a lucky trip the next time. So I'll blow a couple kisses to our boat as we, you know, leave or start getting ready to disembark.
Amazing.
Not me, the boat.
Definitely
Sam
not
gets
you.
off the boat and goes, I love you, boat.
Arena
safe.
will
I'm not gonna say anything to the boat.
Arena
last
will
one.
feed into it and just give her a nice pat and be like, "Thank you, darling."
As the last one off the boat, Voth will kiss his clawed hand, pat it on the boat's banister, bid his siblings all do the same, and apologize for Ruse to the boat. Quietly. On the DL.
Are the kids quiet?
Nothing ever.
Rude, so rude.
Yeah.
For those of
Rude.
you just joining in, it's important for you to understand the full picture that's happening right now.
Yes.
Voth has 27 little siblings.
Dragonborn, flying siblings.
Yeah,
Each one's probably about the size of a sparrow, just around him at all times, and the rest of the crew, to be honest.
And
He
so,
does not keep track of them.
And because in our world, because of Voth, we decided that baby dragonborn can fly, and they do.
It's true.
So there's just a swarm of them always around Voth.
Yeah, the wings fall off when they hit puberty. It's a very momentous coming of age ceremony, which I'm sure we'll have on this stream.
Oh no.
Okay. So where are we going? And if there is something you would like to do outside of the places I listed, please feel free to throw it out to me, and we'll just roll.
It's pretty obvious where Sen is going. He's going to drink and gamble.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Arena will accompany.
Lyra as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Ruse and Voth.
And you know a place?
Both, what are you up to?
Voth is actually going to sort of hang about the dock for a bit for where the prisoners are released.
Okay.
And he's going to tail them, but maybe not for the reasons you think.
Okay. And Ruse, what will you be up to?
Going to the exchange.
Okay. Sounds good. I think I have to be honest, Voth really piques my interest, so we're gonna start with with whatever's happening.
My interest too.
There.
So Voth made it pretty clear that he's like, well, I need to feed my kids, or I need to feed my siblings, and this is just free food wandering around manacled. But after he sees that flag and has that conversation with Arena about possibly Drazenary, thinks to himself, these prisoners don't have a lot of options. They're going to be looking for work. Might be able to use them to get some information. And he's going to tail one that he thinks is particularly stupid from the short time that he viewed them on the Azure Dragon.
Okay, why don't you describe who this
Oh, Biscuit?
I forgot about Biscuit.
Let me tell you about Biscuit. Biscuit has 2 peg legs, but it doesn't slow him down. He's actually quite quick, which ends up being his detriment because he's not that bright. So he's kind of the guy where you ask him to, like, okay, Biscuit, we need you to, like, tie up these masts. And he gets up there, does the rigging all wrong, and is down faster than you can, like, stop him. So he's very quick, he's very stupid, and he's never really quite clear as to, like, what he did wrong. But it never seems to faze him. He's just kind of like a happy guy.
Okay.
Biscuit is my favorite.
Wait, was
I'm so
Biscuit
sorry.
I'm proud of Biscuit for those 2 peg legs.
was
So
Biscuit
much.
was Biscuit the one that was like deeply loyal to Ruse?
That was Peanut.
No,
That was Peanut.
Churro.
Peanut?
Oh, Peanut. Yeah, that was Peanut. Churro was a...
I have to be honest, the trend of naming all our crew members as snacks is very confusing.
It's not gonna change.
What do you mean?
which I do love.
Yeah, Cashew's coming up soon.
Yeah.
So you follow this group of about 20 with Captain Dira leading the way. She actually, Ruse, you would actually get to see some of this as well as she leads them to the exchange. In the center of the exchange, it's sort of like a pop-up marketplace. Lots of like sort of like tents and carts around. Hey, Spider Mooses, thanks for the raid. Welcome. There is things that can be moved around very easily depending on whoever's there. Nobody has a set space, but there is always in the center. There's a platform. She walks up onto that platform and says, "My friends of Havrin, I present to you our 20 mutineers, who at the sight of just a little bit of gold decided they thought they could take the Azure Dragon from me. Now, you all know me. I'm not one for the executions, but they all have their shackle. And I am going to walk away. Do with them as you will." She just kind of jumps down, walks through the crowd, and you see, particularly on more, there's a few sinister smiles in the crowd. You see some weapons being drawn, and it looks like things are about to go down. So Voth, what are you going to do about Biscuit?
Voth is going to maybe instigate a little bit. Part of the ritual humiliation here at Port Havrin is, of course, as we all know, the throwing of the rotten cabbages.
Classic.
So Voth is probably going to like hurl a couple rotten cabbages into the crowd to get things started. And when it looks like things are getting particularly rough for Biscuit, Voth is going to swoop in and is going to save him.
Okay. Why don't you roll me a performance check to get this cabbage
How many
situation
points
started?
did you say it was to get the D4?
I think it's 4,000? 3,000? 3,000.
Let's see. I can swing 4,000 here. If I knew how to use Twitch, which I don't.
No points for you. No guidance.
No. Oh, no, wait. I figured it out. Guidance. Done. Wait, did I? Yes.
Beautiful.
Yay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and throw a D4 onto this performance check, which is Voth's extremely strong suit.
I'm sure
Just
it is.
kidding. He has a -1. But don't worry, folks. I got a D4. And I know how to use Roll20 also. I'm a master of all the virtual tabletop platforms. That is a 12.
12. Okay. So, as you grab a cabbage and throw it, the first one you throw just slams right into Biscuit's face.
Paul's like, oh, I was trying to hit the one behind.
The marketplace, as it slams into his face, erupts. Though there's very little cabbage that's being thrown. It's fists.
Whatever happened to tradition?
And flintlocks, and it is just ruckus. Ruse, you're there. Are you going to be doing anything during this time?
I am looking for something, and wow, do I ever love chaos. It just makes slipping away and becoming unnoticed that much easier.
I believe I know what you're looking for. And in the kind of on the edges of the exchange lies a small, unmarked little. It's almost like a shack. It's nothing special. Even in this pirate port, people ignore that it's even there. As you head that way, for fun, why don't you roll me a stealth check with advantage?
Oh, thank you for the advantage. You know I need it.
Yeah, there's chaos happening.
I'm just gonna roll twice. I don't think I toggled advantage.
Okay, 22 will definitely do it. Before we go any further, just a friendly reminder, y'all, that if we get 20 retweets on the tweet that I just linked in the chat, there is some extra complications that are going to come up. Zion Solaris, thank you so much for that subscription. We are currently at 12, so all we need is 8 more retweets on Twitter, and stuff's going down.
Yay.
So Ruse, in this chaos, why don't you describe how you navigate this like very stereotypical pirate fight scene?
It's very much like when you're watching like the beginning of a pirate film and like a fight breaks out in a bar and there's just that one character who can just casually sidestep the chair that's being thrown. There's a body being like tossed across the exchange holding on to a pile of cabbage, and Rouge just kind of like ducks ever so slightly and the body zooms by. There's cabbage being thrown left and right, bodies are flying. I think that was a shoe, and Ruse is just walking rather casually. They check their hair and the windows that aren't there. Maybe there's a puddle on the ground, and they're like, okay, no, this is good. And they're being sneaky, but they're also being stylish.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And as you get to this door and you slip in, there is it's almost set up like a bar, more or less, where there's a few tables. I just lost my screen of all you, and I am so distracted. There's sort of like a bar, a few tables. It's completely empty. Most things dusty. The bottles on the shelves are there's literally a measurable amount of dust on them. They are not there to be used. On the table, on what would be the bar, there's just a simple black book that has the same mark as is on your forehead. Behind the behind the bar is just a hooded figure. You're used to them being there. Very similar eyes to you, just these bright red eyes. Pale skin. The hood, though, it's not a long sleeve thing. It's sort of like a tank top robe. Their blood hunter tattoos are all up and down their arms. Their face is covered except for their eyes. And they just slide the book towards you.
Thank you. It's been a while. Any news?
Only what's in the book.
I ask the same question every time, and you say the same thing every time. All right. And I'm gonna flip through anything. What kind of gold are we talking in here?
While
Looking for the
you're
big
looking,
numbers.
I want you to roll we'll just say an investigation check and see what's in there.
Interestingly enough, as a blood hunter, I have advantage on investigation.
I love it. 15?
15.
Okay. So as you flip through, the most expensive mark that's in this book that appears as you touch it, and actually I do want to describe that. As you do reach into the book, all your tattoos start to glow red, as does the book. And each time you flip a page, it just kind of populates with this like blood ink on each page, and then as you flip away from it, it disappears. So the highest bounty is for Captain Dira Valens, and it has appeared again.
Is the number going up?
It is. It's about 50,000 gold right now.
I'm gonna rip the page out, as I always do.
The watcher behind the bar goes, "You're taking it again?"
You can't stop me.
I suppose I can't.
I know one day somebody's gonna go for her, but until then, she's under my protection.
You know that does not remove the bounty from the book.
No, but it just means that I can find the ones who are gonna kill her. As I've done. Can you hear that commotion? That has to do with a little bit of, well, somebody thought they could kill our captain. That's how well it's going.
You know that the mark always must be fulfilled.
What's the second highest bounty?
There is a big drop down from that 50,000 gold. Most of the rest are about 1 to 2,000. There is one that stands out to you, as the name is Red. It's described as a dwarf. He is wanted by an unnamed. I can't think of the word. The person who is asking for this bounty is not naming themselves.
Client.
Client. Thank you. That's a word that I know because I do speak English.
Teach me.
He's described as a dwarf and an ass.
I love the descriptors.
And that's all that it says about him. But that one's actually worth 2,300 gold. Dead.
All right. The only way I do it. All right, this one's mine, and I'm gonna bite into my finger to draw some blood, and then I'm going to stamp it on the page to claim that bounty as mine.
Mm-hmm. And as you do, you feel another tattoo starting to form where would that be?
I want it to be on my neck, so the next time we're streaming, I'm gonna have a black bar there.
Awesome. Okay. We're gonna go. Voth is in the middle of this chaos, trying to do something with Biscuit. But real quick, we're gonna switch over to Sen, Arena, and Lyra, who I believe are headed to Firebellies. Am I correct?
Yes, we are.
Right.
There's so much to do there.
Mhm.
We're gonna have so much fun.
Oh, it's gonna be great.
So, Firebellies is a place that you are all very familiar with. I'm going to check Twitter real quick just to see how close we are. We're at 15 retweets,
Yay.
everybody.
So close.
So, just to think about, if you want some more chaos, go ahead.
We're about to have a lot of
Nervous.
chaos. Don't
Yeah, I'm
worry about
I
it.
just wanted to link a
Never
couple
tell me the
things.
odds.
Okay.
of this.
20
Okay.
because I feel like they're applicable here. The feature of a gambler background is never tell me the odds. And it basically says odds and probability are my bread and butter. During downtime activities that involve games of chance or figuring out odds in this plan, I can get a solid sense of which choice is likely the best one and which opportunities seem too good to be true. At the DM's discretion.
Okay. And Street Smart. Is it correct?
Yes. That one basically lets me know the city, essentially. I know all the places if I've been here for at least 8 hours before.
Okay.
So we're going straight to the back room, like off the book stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Which is saying something in a pirate town because it's already off.
This is true.
Like, Sin's going to walk in here like he owns the place, and it's going to be great.
I love it. Let's see here. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, we're at 17 now. So I think something's coming for y'all.
I'm gonna get
Okay, let me get that up. So as you enter into Firebellies, a place you've been many times, you see behind the bar almost the spitting image of Captain Dira, but you would know this individual to be in my notes.
dreaded NPC in my notes.
You would know this to be Ella. She is Captain Dira's sister, runs Firebellies. Very similar ochre skin, rich brown eyes, straight black hair. She has an undercut with the her hair flipped over. Her arms, though, the tattoos are very interesting as you have gotten to know her being part of Captain Dira's crew. They're actually covering burns that go up and down both of her arms and onto her neck. As you walk in, says, Sen, you're here to lose a little bit more money.
Hello, what's good, baby? It's been a long time.
It's been a while. I'm glad to see you're back. Dira hasn't even stopped in yet. What's her deal?
Dira's a little busy at the moment. We had a bit of a mutiny again. You know how those things
Another
go.
one?
Had to kick
Oh,
people off,
my.
parading them through the streets. She's too nice to them. This is why we keep having this happen.
I have tried to tell her that. That's why I'm not on her ship anymore. I'm tired of this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to run my bar, have a nice time, make some friends, watch a few people get their lights punched out, and make some money. There's no need.
Precisely.
There's no need to have a ship overthrown.
Anybody in the back room?
There's a couple. I would say stick to the table with the gnomes. They're generous.
My friends here. They're new. Give them something special. Could you?
Yeah, absolutely. What can I get you, ladies?
Oh, well, what do you mean by special sin?
Oh, I mean, a little sip of something tasty.
Oh, I'll look over to Arena. Like a alcohol. Well, what's the normal thing? What do people usually get?
Oh, sweet child.
Oh.
How about let's start her on a blue dragon's breath?
Oh, that sounds real exciting.
Oh, it is. It is. And the same for you?
I'll take a red, please.
Okay. Arena, by the way. Your mother's been in a couple times, as of late. She seems to keep going on and on about a dagger.
Well,
Just thought you'd
she
like
really
to know.
liked that dagger.
It sounds like it's quite beautiful.
Yes, well, very pretty. Pretty things.
All right. So
Maybe one day she'll find it.
Yeah. Perhaps she will. Perhaps she won't. Hopefully, just not in her back.
Now, why would she find it in her bag?
You know how things are around here. You've been around for a while.
Yeah, well, you know. Shall we?
Absolutely. If you want to head back with Sin, I'll bring you your drinks.
Thank you, darling.
I'm really excited. I haven't tried anything before because, usually they say don't drink and steer, but, today we're on our break, so it's totally fine.
Yeah, that's very wise. I'm glad to see that Deer has a navigator with her head on her shoulders.
That's me. Definitely.
So Sen, as you walk into the back, it's kind of a normal feel for you. You've been there. There's a small ring where there's boxing matches fairly frequently. Though right now it seems like nobody's interested or nothing's scheduled. And then there's a couple different tables, all playing the same game called Devil's Dice, which you're familiar with. There are each character, as I'm directly reading my notes, each player is part of a group of up to 4 players. They have these triangle-shaped dice with different symbols on each side. Whoever is rolling waits till each player has chosen a dice, rolls the number of dice that there are players, and whoever gets their dice rolled most wins. It's very simple. It's very easy. And it takes a very deft hand to cheat.
Perfect.
Oh, shoot.
Perfect.
You see at one table there are a couple little gnomes. They seem to be very inebriated, having a great time. There is like bags of gold all around. They must be new here. They're free with their money, and not hiding that they have it. At the other table, you see someone that you definitely feel like you should steer clear of. You remember his name's Heartless, and you may or may not owe him a little bit of money.
I'm right there.
They look like they'd be great gambling companions, don't you think?
No. Definitely not. Companion of any
Oh.
sort. Stay away. I may or may not have. Once upon a yesterday, messed around with their significant. So, yeah. May or may not owe a lot of bit of gold.
Well, I guess you just have to win a lot today then.
No, I don't
Maybe
think
we
they
should-
want gold anymore. I think they kind
No?
of want to kill me.
Oh, they just want you dead.
Yes.
That's pretty serious. We should definitely stay away from them.
Well, let's go over to the other table, don't you think?
That's pretty
Yes,
serious.
absolutely.
So as you sit down, these 3 little gnomes are laughing, having fun. One of them looks at you, says, "Oh, I just lost 500 gold. This is a terribly fun game. I don't know that I've ever played something so enjoyable in my life. Have any of y'all played this Devil's Dice?
Never. Could you teach me?
Yeah, of course. For my own personal pleasure, I would like you to make a deception check.
Absolutely. It's the only charisma check that I have proficiency in.
And I am rolling an insight check at disadvantage.
Ooh.
Okay. Not the 32. Okay. Len, we've got a newbie. I think it's going to be fun. You're going to enjoy it quite a lot.
And I would say that both of you have seen Sen play this game multiple times with several people aboard.
You would also know that Arena plays this game as well. Normally, she cheats in such a way that she tries to help Sen, but really she just does her best to get money away from whoever she targets at the table because she finds it fun.
Oh, y'all are cheat friends.
Yep.
Cheat bros.
So Arena sits down next to Sen and looks very interested. Oh wow, this game looks so interesting. I think I saw someone play this before.
Oh, it's very easy. By the way, introductions. I'm Lynn. This is Rin, and that's Jaffe. We're experts at this game by now. We've been playing for about 45 minutes. So please sit down.
Sen, Arena, Lyra.
Okay. So do all three of you want to play, or?
Oh, I'm just going to watch for the first time. Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. You're very, very welcome. As this is taking place, Captain Deer's sister brings the two drinks. Danny, yours is it's like bubbling and almost glowing blue, and Arena's is very similar.
It's brilliant how there's like almost like a little fog at the very top, kind of drifting around.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And it's yours has this like really nice like raspberry smell wafting off of it. Delicious.
Sen looks at her drink and just like
Just cackle.
This is why Arena ordered it. She knew that Lyra would just be delighted with it. Like
amazing. So Lynn and Rin, they look like they're twins. Both bright red hair, just parted differently. So one's parted in the center, one's parted in the side. Very classic pirate dress, though they seem to be fairly new, as most of the pirates you have run with, their clothes are fairly worn and used. These three, like shiny new buttons, like fresh threads, just out of the tailors, essentially. Says, all right, who wants to roll first?
Oh yeah, I should add that Sen did wear his set of fine clothes here, so he's like straight up tailored as he walks in here.
Yes.
He wants to look like he has a lot of money.
Yes, I love it. So
Arena added a somewhat nice looking coat, just a little bit longer, what you would typically think of as a pirate's coat. Not super fancy, but not necessarily tattered either.
Okay.
Probably the nicest thing she has.
Okay, so I'll start the rolling. It's my favorite. The feel of the
Please,
the
after you.
rock, and, the click clacking, so good, so good.
Oh my lord.
Each of you, please choose your symbol. 1, 2, 3, or 4.
2.
Okay.
3.
Rin says, I think 1 or 4. It's a big decision. I'm not sure which one to do. What? looks at you. Sen, you seem like a lucky fellow. Do you think 1 or 4?
Go with 1, because you're number 1 in my heart.
Oh, like me? We just met. You're such a kind soul. I love this. And Lynn says, well, that's 4. We have our new set of dice is there. Would you prefer to use a different set or?
Roll with yours for now.
Okay. So now I believe, if I remember right, we place our bets, starting with the number 1. Okay, so that's you. And so Rin says, "Oh yeah, that's me." Just doesn't count it. Just grabs a handful of gold pieces and puts it on the table. At a quick glance, Sen, I feel like you were able to, determine. Like, you've been at tables so long. How much gold do you think it was?
Oh, for what they just put down, or what did I miss?
Yeah.
Say 250 gold.
Okay. 250 it is. I'm very confident. I think this is gonna be the one. Arena. Or no, Sen, you were a 2, correct? You were the 2?
Yes.
Okay, so you would be next to.
Oh, Sin, let me kiss your dice. It's for good luck.
Please.
I'll take them and can I and drop one, and then as I go to pick it up, cast guidance on it to maybe give him a reroll of one of the d4s or something like that.
Yes, but you have to make a deception check.
I will. Since it's under the table, can I have advantage on it?
Everyone's like, wait, but can I cheat these gnomes too?
Sure.
Okay, so
just remember, you all have to live with this at night.
Yes. So I'm rolling straight because I am exhausted, so it would normally be disadvantage. So sleight of hand. Let's see. Oh no! I'm gonna use my guidance.
Sure.
My own guidance. How do I roll? Okay, d4. So it's a 9 total.
Okay. These people have no bonus to their perception, but they are at disadvantage, so that is a 9 as well.
Oh.
We're gonna have to see what finds out for you.
All right, so I'll hand them back up to Sen.
Okay, so how much gold are both of you putting in? It's a very informal game. You don't even have to call or match or anything like that.
Sen puts up what he saw.
Okay. So that's another 250.
Arena does not have a lot of money. She just puts up a gold. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna win or not, and I don't have a lot of money to gamble, but I would love to play.
It just Jaffe says, "Oh, that's totally fine. Here, take some of mine."
Thank you.
And also puts 250 in. This gambling thing is just so fun. We're growing up in Waterdeep. We couldn't do anything with our money. We just had to buy stuff, and this is much more exciting. And Lynn does the same. So there's $1,000 or 1,000 gold. Just sitting in the center of the table. Sen, you see Heartless just glaring at the table. Just daggers from his eyes at you and the pile of gold. Just real mad. He says, "Okay, so I'm getting ready. I'm going to roll. I just noticed though, my tiefling friend. I forget your name already. If you said it, that's it's hard to say. I just was that the kissing thing? Is that a special luck situation?
Yeah. Do you want me to do it for you too?
Yes, please.
All right, here it goes. And then I'll give those dice back to you.
Okay. And rolls. Oh, hold on. 4d4s. and rolls 4 threes.
Whoa!
And looks at you, Arena, says, "Goodness, that is, wow, incredible. It's yours."
Oh, wow, thank you. and I start to go for the pile of gold.
Before you take that, I did have a thought. What if we leave it in and add more?
Oh, wow.
I like what you think.
Okay, but I don't actually have any more I can add to it. So if you could add more instead, then we could keep playing.
Roll a persuasion with advantage because they're very drunk.
Oh gosh. Oh, that was just one. One more d20. 11.
Okay. Let's see here. They rolled an 8. And that is a good idea. I will do that.
Great. We could definitely keep playing then.
Just throws another bag. This actually has gemstones in it, of some nature. And says, "Now, as the winner, would you like to roll the next round?"
If you don't mind, I would like to use my dice this time. I haven't had a chance to use them in a while, and maybe those would bring me a little bit better luck.
Oh, of course, please. Please. Oh, we did just get a request to check out how that Go Live tweet is looking.
Oh no, it was 19 last time I checked.
There was 19 last time?
Oh yeah? That's probably why someone said could check it.
So, Steven, just so you know, for my rare item that I took when we were starting the game, I took loaded dice.
Amazing.
Just so, description, I'll toss that in chat.
Okay. It says it's from Monday night, but blessed with good fortune. Ability check, attack, Rossi.
And we are at 20 retweets, my friend.
We are at 20 retweets. Okay. I think something's going to show up right after the break. In about half an hour.
The important part of that is, additionally, if used to play a dice game, the owner of the dice has advantage on any ability check to determine the winner of the game.
Okay.
I understand this does not have an ability check, but
yeah, I feel like
if I do some like sleight of hand shenaniganery.
Yeah, I feel like what we'll do is if you're rolling, so you can use these with your permission, Eris. Is it okay if Sen does the rolls?
That's fine.
Okay.
Oh, Sen, absolutely.
So
Arena, do you mind if I use my dice? And Arena's seen me use these dice before.
Yeah. I'd be like, oh yes, well I definitely wouldn't want to lose one of these under the table or something. I'm very clumsy some days.
So with your loaded dice, I will let you re-roll any non-twos one time.
Perfect.
Okay. So there's 1,000 gold. There's piles of gems. There is a giant Goliath glaring daggers at you. Go ahead and roll.
Okay. So I'm rolling 4d4.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so excited. Oh, yeah. Crossing your fingers.
Oh, okay. So let's roll 2d4 now.
Arena jumps up and says, "You won, Sin! You won it all!"
You two have got to be the luckiest folks I've ever met. This is incredible.
It must be some beginner's luck or something. I tell you what.
There must be some
Sin is
sort of
quickly putting gold into a bag.
I'm looking over at that Goliath.
I'll split this when we get out of here. We have to run.
Right.
We have to
You
go
know,
now.
I was told to quit while you're ahead, so we're gonna do that now. Thank you so much for the lesson, y'all. You are wonderful people.
Well, wait, before you go, can we at least buy you a meal?
Maybe next time.
Yeah, I just ate, actually.
This drink is quite enough already. I'll take a big old swig to finish it off.
Beautiful. We
Rena has
are
barely touched hers.
we are at 20 retweets, so we're gonna see what gets complicated.
Oh God.
Okay,
You
so
know, the dice really do tell their own story.
they
here.
do. So Sen, as you all get up, we're gonna go see what Voth is doing, and you can sit with that for a while.
Oh no.
So Voth, it's crazy in the exchange.
Oh, yeah.
There's pistols being fired. There's sword fights breaking out. These, and it's gotten to the point where the violence is not just targeted at these mutineers. It's just a classic pirate scrum.
Classic middle school pirate food fight swordplay. Yeah.
So you see Biscuit has a we'll say an elven fellow, very slender, traditional pirate hat, a rapier pointed directly at Biscuit's chest, backing him towards a wall. There's nothing more shameful than turning against your captain. What do you do?
Is this, you know, in your standard tavern brawl, right? It's bad form to like draw steel, but it seems like that is like surpassed at this point. Like sounds like people are straight up murdering each other at this point. Is that my
that's a good interpretation? Yes.
Okay, so if I was to come up behind this elf and like whisper like a solid one-liner in his ear and just like shoot him point blank in the back, that wouldn't be like out of line, right?
No.
Okay.
That would be.
Okay. So Voth, walks up behind this elf in the middle of this chaos, like kind of like ducks and weaves his way through the crowd. He's fairly dexterous, and he's able to get up behind this elf, and with all the fricassee. Fricassee, is that right word? No.
I've never heard that word, but I'm into it.
No. I speak English also, Stephen. We have this in common. Anyhow, with all of the
Ruckus.
Thank you. The ruckus has been brought, and it is just chaos. He gets up behind this elf and says, "Almost as bad form as striking down an unarmed man." And I'm just going to point blank musket ball shoot him right in the square of his back.
I will absolutely let you roll that attack with advantage.
All right. If I miss, I don't know what to tell you.
If you miss, it's misfiring. That's the only explanation. Right? Just click.
You know what? I appreciate that. We're gonna go ahead and sharpshooter this because why wouldn't we? That's a 12.
There are pirate stats in here. Give me just a second to.
I think their AC is like 11.
It's well, I will say it's very low.
But is it 12 low? Can I give myself more guidance?
It is 12 low.
Yes! Woo! All right. So that's 17 points of piercing damage, and I'll go ahead and have the younglings swarming on him for another 5 piercing on top of that. So that's 12 points of piercing damage.
So as given the circumstances, I'm going to say that is going to be a fatal wound, since you have it shoved into his back, as your siblings come and swarm around him, and I'm picturing like just straight up piranhaing this guy. Where there's just like in 30 seconds there's just a skeleton.
Yeah, and they're still hungry.
Um,
I mean, it's a lot of mouths to feed. Voth is going to take one look at Biscuit with like his very, unreadable draconic face, grab him by the manacles, and just like drag him out of the melee.
Did you kill him just to kill me yourself?
I'm just glad to sit in that. I'm not even going to answer anything.
Amazing. So as you do manage to pull him away from the crowd, what do you want with me? What? Haven't you all done enough? Is this punishment enough? He holds up his shackle.
In my headcanon, this is all happening silently in the windows outside of the shop where Ruse is having the very noir scene of like intrigue and mystery, and there's just this awful violence happening outside the window.
Absolutely.
Voth looks at him and says, "Biscuit, I always liked you. You had a certain, I don't know. You're a deck rat. I like that about you."
Is that a compliment?
Did I say deck rat? I meant more of a Gantha pig. A fishlet.
I'm still not following if this is a good situation for me or a bad situation.
Biscuit, you've made some bad choices. You threw him with Churro, and that was a mistake. You know that, don't you?
I mean, yeah, it was a lot of gold, though, and I haven't had that much gold ever.
I think it's time for your fate to turn around on you, Biscuit. And Voth is going to take that same musket, right? Reload it, and then just...
His eyes get so big.
I boot his manacles onto the ground, aim them at them, and fire them off.
Okay. Just make an attack roll.
Okay. Just so you know, if this accidentally hurts Biscuit, I'm playing this off as intentional. But I hope it doesn't. I'm not going to sharpshooter this. 23.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to kind of shoot this shackle off. And I thought that was the end. Okay, so we're friends?
Yes, Biscuit, we're friends. And every beginning has to start with an end. Your time on the Azure Dragon is over, but I think your time on the Black Flute is just beginning.
There's no ship called the Black Flute. Also,
is there now, Biscuit?
You can see he's very clearly stuck on every beginning starts with an end.
Yes, your time on the Azure Dragon is over. Never mind. You're alive, Biscuit. Let's go celebrate.
Okay. How am I celebrating with that? If you're referring to that other ship, that ship's the Black Ballad.
Yes, some call it that.
I didn't know that there was another name for it. You're educating me so well. But I guess you haven't committed mutiny, so you probably know more than I do.
Again, Voth isn't going to even answer that. He's just let that hang there.
So what happens? What happens to me now?
We celebrate your good fortune with a drink and a meal, and then you're going to go to the Black Ballad, petition them for a job.
Okay, yeah, I could do that. That probably won't end it with my death, which I guess over there that probably would have ended in my death. So that seems like the right decision for me. I'm so grateful that you've taken such an interest in my well-being, Voth.
Oh, Biscuit. I always, what is the word you use? Liked you. Yes, I've always liked you.
Oh, thanks. I've always liked me too.
It's good to have self-esteem.
Yeah.
And Voth is going to put his arm around Biscuit's shoulder while the siblings just swarm around. Not like in a menacing way, but it's really menacing.
Yeah, he is just like very nervous and not sure about what's happening.
Mm-hmm. and is going to take him over to. Yeah, I heard. I've heard there's a rather nice inn in this town. What is it called again? Ah, yes, Firebellies. Share me.
Yeah, that would be good. Okay, so you head that way, and we're gonna turn back to Ruse as you have kind of picked up this bounty. What are you doing?
I've got an old friend that I think I'm gonna go visit in the Firebelly Tavern. Firebellies.
Okay. So as everyone seems to be heading that way, we are going to go on a little 10-minute break. But before we do, Sen, as you start to walk away from that table, that Goliath stands up. Says, "You're not going to tell him about the die, Sen." And we're going to have to figure out what happens when we come back in about 10 minutes. So y'all, thank you so much for being here and hanging out with us.
Thank you for the retweets.
Thank you so much for the retweets. We are having a lot of fun. I hope you are all having a lot of fun. We are going to be back at 57, whatever your respective hours and time zones are for that. So hang out. If you want to share that tweet one more time because we're coming back soon. If you've been enjoying, would mean the world.
40, are we going to get another complication?
You know what? If we get 40 retweets, I will happily send another complication your way.
Oh no, don't do it. No.
I don't know if I like that. I mean, go ahead and retweet it, but I mean.
So we're gonna take a stretch, get some water, take care of ourselves. Please do the same, and we will be back in 10 minutes.
pact made with a being of the elements left our crew with the mark of the storm. But there was more to this island than the elements. A body found with the symbol of a blood hunter left the crew worried. After protecting the ship from a storm door, a terrifying creature of rage and lightning, they were able to take to the skies once more. Only this time, for mutiny. That without the sharp eye of Ruse may have resulted in the assassin's success. But now, to port. For one cannot crew a ship with those who jump sides and stab you in the back simply for the offer of coin. But who knows what other sorts of trouble await them on Havrin. Find out on Winds and Whispers.
Hello, everybody. We are back with On Winds and Whispers, our Sky Pirates adventure set in the same world that the Faeforge Academy podcast is in. Our 5 characters are in port, causing problems and having a lot of fun doing it. You know what? I think let's do the 2-sentence summary thing again. We're back from break. A lot of stuff has happened. I want to know what y'all's characters are thinking they're doing.
Voth found a patsy, and even if he fails, dinner is served.
Amazing.
Send one at gambling again. Oh, no. Go ahead, Ruse. Please.
Thank you. Ruse took out a bounty on a dwarf named Red who either has an ass or is an ass.
Quite possibly
send
both.
one at gambling against some drunk dwarves. And now I might have to fight someone that he really, really doesn't want to fight. I might have cheated a little bit.
Just a little. Lyra tried to drink for the first time, and what's the big deal? It was nothing pretty. It was great.
Sen should have gave her some of his drink, which was just a big old pint of whiskey.
A pint?
A pint
of whiskey?
Oh, gosh.
That's what you have a 20 constitution for.
Fair.
Lord.
Fair.
Well, I'm having a great day. I introduced Lyra to alcohol, and I swindled some gnomes for quite a bit of money. And it's all going to Sen, of course, so...
Yeah, Sen, if you are pocketing all of that, you are pocketing, in your notes, I want you to put a bag of gems, and 1,000 gold.
Okay.
So, that should work out well for you. So, there is, as Lonzo put in the chat, if you retweet the Go Live tweet that we had, and we get to 40, we're adding another complication. But I think we should start off now with the first one that we rolled for Sen. So Sen, as you and Arena and Lyra rise from your table with the gnomes, Heartless, this large Goliath, has these line tattoos, almost like daggers, coming down the sides of his face. A massively built individual stands up, says, "You're not going to tell them about the dice? Come now, Sen. That doesn't seem quite fair, does it?"
What dice?
Your special dice.
I don't know anything about special dice.
And Rin looks up to you. You have special dice? That sounds really awesome. Can I see them?
I'm going to take out my set of regular dice.
Those look a little different than the ones you rolled the first time. You said the ones you rolled the first time were special.
No, I didn't say I rolled special dice. He said I rolled special dice.
No, but you were like, oh, these I want to roll my dice.
It was just newer dice that I've been testing out. These are the same ones.
Roll a deception check.
Absolutely.
I swear, these dice are not mine. I'm holding them for friend.
And they're rolling straight this time. No. I think the other dice are the ones that he's talking about. He says, yeah, those aren't the dice I've seen. Sen.
Heartless, don't you think we should handle this, just me and you? Perhaps outside?
Sure. I would love to.
Excellent. Sin looks at Lyra and Arena and like,
I will say, because of how I had to crop the cameras, your hand motion didn't show up on Twitch.
I was like, come on, this way.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just quickly try to get out from there.
Yeah, Arena has been casually walking to the door this whole time. Like, just kind of.
And Heartless is, Sen, after you.
No, please, after you. You're the big man. Like, you have things down here. You hang out a little bit.
Sen, after you.
Fine. Sin walks out.
He kind of gives you a little shove out the way, and you see he has 3 friends with him as well. And you open up to sort of a back alley behind Fire Bellies. And he says, so, me and you? Or are we doing this crew to crew? Because you've got a lot to pay for, my friend. A lot to pay for.
Yeah, I've heard this before, but I'm still running a little short of what you're asking for these days.
I was thinking about mounting your head on the front of my ship.
That sounds very uncomfortable for me.
It would be, yes.
So how's this alley laid out? I just...
It's fairly narrow. It's probably about 20 feet on the sides. It's directly behind the Fire Bellies. So you've got about 50 feet behind the alley, and then it turns. That would go back to the main streets.
Is there another building like on the other side of this?
Sure.
Okay. Sen is going to look at the other two and be like, I want you to back up. Give it about 30 paces as you go, and then all ass run like the wind. And he's like, yes, absolutely. We'll square off crew to crew. Me and you up front. The other two, give them a little space behind me, flanking you as you will. Deal?
Deal. And I'm going to need you to roll initiative as he immediately draws a great sword.
I love this.
That is
Heartless
great.
has stolen my heart.
Oh!
Let me get that.
Oh God, Danny.
Is that your third natural
it's
one?
so bad, you just have to
Oh
laugh.
my God.
God.
Wow.
Even digital dice don't like you. Like,
What did I do?
it is incredible.
you make some offerings.
Like, I don't. Okay.
Oh,
Perhaps we need to make a pact with an old god or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Also, roll 20. There are numbers between 1 and 20.
Nope.
1, 2, and 20.
Okay, so we're gonna put, since you rolled a natural 20, Arena, you're gonna be able to go first.
Okay. Now I have questions because suddenly he has friends. What do the friends look like?
They look like standard pirates. Swords, lightly armored, grumpy.
Grumpy.
Yeah. Do they look like they're good pirates, or do they look like they're just the first lackeys he stumbled across?
Roll me a perception check.
All right.
Now there's
Well.
another scene that's going to happen where Ruse is talking with someone. There's a fight going on in the window behind the door. Behind them.
Right.
You know what?
A 12.
I'm gonna blow one of my loaded dice charges, and I'm gonna re-roll that initiative.
Okay.
This is all bad.
So we have Lyra with a 4.
Much better.
4. Sends up to a 19. Okay. Put that in the right order. So, you said a 12 on perception.
Yeah.
You're not sure how skilled these folks are, but there is definitely a gulf in class between Heartless and them.
Okay. All right. Knowing what I know about my crew, does it look like it's a pretty even fight if we decided to actually fight, or does it look like we should definitely run from that 12 perception check, which is
From the
great,
12
but-
perception check? I'm trying to figure out how to say this.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it's flip a coin. Maybe roll one of Sen's dice. See what happens.
Cool.
You are outnumbered, though. You do know that.
Yes. Yeah. All right. Well. Oh, I guess Arena's going first.
Yeah. And I would say because of how Sen kind of laid it out, you've got Heartless and Sen kind of in the middle, about 10 feet away from each other, and then I would say another 10 feet behind them are Heartless's crew and you and Lyra.
Okay. See, I don't want to start running though until so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to hold a dash action
Okay.
for when everyone else starts moving. Because Arena is not about to start running before anybody else moves. But she's not gonna wait once people start moving.
Okay.
And that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Because I know I can't really hold movement, but I can hold an action, so I'm gonna take that dash action.
Yep. Okay. Sounds good. So as you hold that dash action, it's Heartless's turn, who very confidently basically is dragging his greatsword on the ground directly towards Sen and walks over to you. And he's going to take 2 swings. Okay. The first one's a nat 20 to start off nice and strong. And the second is a 17.
Both of those hit.
Okay.
I'm going to. I do that as a reaction. I just want to make sure.
Well, while you're thinking, I would like it to be noted that was
Okay,
double
go ahead.
nat 20s
We'll see.
on that great sword.
Yeah. Yeah, so I feel like I would be scared. The roll 20 is really going with the anomalies today.
Oh, I'm fine. Okay, yeah, I'm fine. I don't have to do anything. So that's
So 18, 27 slashing damage.
7 damage. Yeesh.
Luckily, you got that 20 con, right? And that will be his turn. And it is his crew's turn, who they will run towards. One of them will flank you, Sen, with Heartless, and the other two will run at Lyra and Arena. You have your dash action if you want to use it, Arena, as movement is very quickly starting to happen.
Arena doesn't want to run though. Ugh. Sen said run. Arena trusts Sen. Arena's gonna run.
Okay. So one of them continues to try to pursue you, but as you dash away, he's not able to catch up to you. The other does get up to you, Lyra, and is going to. Nope, that's Heartless. Heartless isn't swinging at you yet.
I hope not.
And pulls out his long sword. It takes 2 swings. Both of them are 14s.
15 is Macy's.
Okay. So he runs at you with his sword drawn. You're able to deftly kind of dodge out of the way. And Sen, it is your turn.
Oh God. All right.
Actually, you know what? Before it's your turn, after his friends run, he is going to use a legendary action.
How dare
Casual, like.
Targeting you, Sen. And I need you to make a wisdom save.
That's not good. Yeah, not good.
Natural 1. Oh my gosh. I don't know that I've been part of a game that has more nat 1s and 20s.
That was a 2.
Oh, it was a 2? Oh, the one
Yeah.
the one behind it says, well, I know how to read. Reading's hard.
You're doing great.
Thanks. Thanks. But you look at him, and there's just something about him that is just so hell-bent on revenge that even you, who has seen a lot, are scared of him. And you are frightened until the end of Heartless's next turn.
Oh God. Okay, well, that's not good. Shoot. All right, well, in this case, as a bonus action, I'm going to use Dig Deep. And I will gain resistance to piercing, bludgeoning, and slashing damage. And I'm going to run. I'm going to try. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run away. I will take my attacks of opportunity, but instead of running directly away, I'm going to run up a wall with spider climb and go up as far as I can. I don't know how far it is to a wall, but I can move 35 feet.
Okay, so you'll get 25 feet up the wall. That's amazing. So the first opportunity attack at you is a nat 1. So we're keeping that rolling. And then Heartless's opportunity attack. Oh my gosh.
God!
Wow.
That was real close. Did that roll?
This is 15 more damage. Yay.
Probably not looking so hot.
I think
No,
it's
Sin looks
no,
terrible.
it's just the 11 because he doesn't have advantage, so it's just the 11
okay.
slashing damage. But yeah, as you run up, you feel this great sword like rake across your back. It says, "Coward, get back here!"
Not today.
Okay.
And as an action, just because I still have my action, I'm gonna hit him with the Eldritch Blast.
Okay. That will be at disadvantage.
That's fine. Let me do. Oh. This level I get 2 beams. Yes.
Yes.
18?
The 18 does hit.
Excellent. Hold on. That is. There we go. So gives the damage to him, and then Sen gives him the finger.
In this hand, I cast Eldritch Blast. This hand, the finger.
Exactly.
Amazing.
And he's yelling, "Run! Run! Run!"
Okay. At the end of your turn, he looks at one of his allies and says, "Get him!" And as I'm looking at their stat block, they actually can't do anything because they don't have any ranged weapons. So never mind. But he still yells at them, and he's mad about it. And Lyra, it is your turn.
Oh, all right. I'm still next to all of them, correct?
You are next to one is trying to chase down Arena. One is right next to you. One is next to Heartless, a little bit away from you, where Sen was.
Okay. How many are within 10 feet?
Within 10 feet of you, I would say probably 2 of them.
Okay.
If I'm
We're not gonna get quite wild.
actually no. I actually think all 3 of the one who's chasing Arena is still within 10 feet of you. The one right next to you, and then the one that was by Sen. So all 3 of them are.
All right. So let's get a little wild. So as soon as that one tries to attack me with the 2 hits, I'm gonna and turn around like I'm going to run. But as I do, instead of like seeing me run, I suddenly disappear into thin air, and all of the air compresses, and boom, you hear this extremely loud clap of thunder as I zoom 90 feet ahead and cast Thunder Step.
Awesome.
And I need them to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. 2 9s and a 21.
Okay, so the 21 saves. So that one is going to take half damage.
Okay.
But 3d10. Did it roll them? Yep, so that's 13 points of damage for the ones that failed, and then half that for the one that saved.
13. And did they get knocked down as well?
I don't see anything about that skimming through the spell.
Okay.
Nope. The rest is just about you can grab somebody and take them with you. So I'm just going to go. I think I can go 90 feet away.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna, and I suddenly pop up, and I'm running. So I'll use I'm gonna look back and make sure Arena's following, though. I'm not gonna run off without being able to see her.
Okay. Yeah. Arena is headed that direction, and it is her turn.
My
Yeah.
bad. Really fast.
Sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I
No,
didn't
no.
realize I cast this at fourth level because warlocks do it at max.
Mhm.
I didn't roll enough damage, so I need to roll one more d10.
Love that.
Nice.
More damage. Yeah, love that for you.
It was only a 2, but
Hey.
but
Sometimes 2 damage is all it
yeah.
takes.
No, you're right. You're right. I shouldn't disparage myself. All right, and that's my turn. Thank you.
I don't know how many bards have killed something with a 1 on their vicious mockery.
The
so.
vicious mockery.
Right?
Okay. Anything else on your turn?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, Arena, it is your turn. The one who was chasing you looks like the brunt of that thunder damage really did a number to him as he's like kind of slammed into the wall. He's kind of stumbling about, as is one other. The one who's closest to Heartless seems to have taken the least brunt.
All right. Well, I was told to run, and I know I shouldn't be using magic, and frankly, I don't have anything ranged on me at the moment, so I'm just going to continue running. I have 30 feet of movement. I also have a bonus action dash, so that's 60 feet right there. Probably almost caught up with Lyra at the moment. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take my action as well to dash again, so that'll get me 90 feet.
Okay.
And I run up to Lyra saying, "Oh, darling, that was beautiful."
And both of you have kind of made it. Kind of as the alleyway turns, you are right on the edge of the like kind of the main street where there's lots of people. Anything else on your turn?
I said, let's go this way and blend into the crowd, see if we can find anybody else in our crew.
Okay.
Kind of heading towards the ship, but slightly indirectly.
Okay. Sin, you see Heartless like basically smash through the wall of the building that you're in. Just like lowers his shoulder, and I mean I've described all of this as everything's just like barely hanging on together, all these buildings and stuff. So he just smashes through it, and you hear his footsteps coming up from the inside of the building, though he is behind you still. But the other three try to run around and dash, though they're kind of right at the corner, 30 feet behind Lyra and Arena. And Sen, it's your turn.
Okay, so I can sort of hear where he came, because I imagine he's making quite a bit of noise.
Mm-hmm. You also hear like screams like, "What are you doing in here?"
To the next wall on the other side, on the other building, how far away is that?
I would say it's a little bit of a run. So you're about 25 feet up. I'd say you only need 5 feet to get to the top of this building.
Basically, I want to jump roofs now. Essentially, is what I'm going.
But these are decent sized buildings. So like to the next roof is probably 60 feet, or to the edge of your roof is 60 feet, and then you've got a 20-foot gap, and then the next roof. Does that make sense? So that would be a total of 80 feet to actually be physically on the next roof.
Or what if I just want to jump on the other wall?
Like back to the.
So like if you're in an alleyway, there's 2 walls on each side.
Yeah.
I would jump to the other building's wall.
That would be 20 feet.
Okay,
it's a 20 feet gap.
I'm doing my calculator. Your running start, your long jump is 20 feet.
Nice. Holy shnikes.
I have 20 in strength. I don't have 20 in con. I have 16 in con. I have 20 in strength.
Okay.
So yeah, I would basically just try to run and then jump onto the other wall.
Oh, but because you're spider climbing.
I'm spider climbing.
Wow, the physics of this are very confusing.
Think of it as like a pinball.
I feel like I'm gonna have to say that I am gonna need you to make an athletics check.
Absolutely.
Probably just because my brain needs to be able to wrap around this.
So basically what I'm trying to do is like Spider-Man jump from one wall to the other.
Okay. I'm going to say that you are able to make it with a 14. Though you kind of lose some altitude and you're back near the ground level. And anything else on your turn?
I'm dashing and moving the rest of the way up.
Okay.
As far as I can. That's another 35 feet up.
So that gets you to the roof of the fire belly.
Excellent.
That you were in. Okay. That was awesome and hilarious. And with that, it's Lyra's turn.
Oh, all right. So we're basically just trying to get through the crowd, looking for our crew. I'm gonna glance around, see if I can see where Sen is at all, and then just try to play it off like cool as we try to get into the crowd. We're probably walking around like quickly, but trying to kind of play it off.
So, any specific actions, or just kind of doing that looking for everyone?
I don't think I have anything specific.
Okay.
So yeah, we're let me see if I can do like a perception check to see if I know where Sen would be.
Sure.
Maybe?
Sure.
Okay. I'm rolling 2 because it should be a disadvantage.
Oh yeah, because
So
you're still exhausted.
I'm exhausted now.
I'll be exhausted after this is done.
On your turn, you do not see anything, but at the end of your turn, you literally run into Ruse. And
I'll grab. Oh, sorry.
And right behind Ruse, you see a familiar Dragonborn and a crew member who you thought was in big trouble. And I'm gonna need I'm gonna need Ruse and Voth to roll some initiatives. Although I don't know how much longer this fight will actually continue on.
Yeah.
Voth crits.
Another
24.
nat
Wow.
20. Jeez.
Wow.
Which one only has 2 dice?
So Voth, it's your turn as you
Alright.
run into basically Arena and Lyra. And Ruse got a 13. Okay. As they are looking for y'all.
So in a previous episode, Voth was with Biscuit, guiding him towards the Firebelly tavern to talk him to basically treat him to his newfound freedom and to guide him towards his next stage as a mutinous pirate. But now he's seeing Lyra and Arena running out of Firebellies, and what's going on behind them? They look, or what's the maybe Arena or maybe Danny or RS can like paint a picture of what your characters are looking like as they're running out. Are they running out but trying to blend into the crowd, or is it like full on panic, like run, go, go, go?
Go ahead, Ars.
Arena is actually she looks a little winded, and she never really does. Arena has pretty good stamina, so Arena looking a little winded. There's probably something going on, but she's trying to play it off very casually, just starting to pick up that familiar swagger and hurry off into the crowd. But you can see her eyes are moving around a lot, just sweeping for people she knows.
Yeah, I think you can tell we're on our toes a lot.
When you see Voth and Ruse walking up here, your expressions change at all, or is it like relief, like pals, or is it like okay?
Yeah, probably some relief, and say there was a bit of gambling trouble.
You were cheating again.
I didn't know such thing.
Of course not. Well, perhaps Firebellies is no longer perhaps Firebellies is not hospitable right now.
Well, maybe we should go back into the alleyway or away from here, one of the two. But we gotta pick one quick.
I'll follow you. I brought Biscuit.
The 2 peg
Arena's-
legs clank.
Arena's eyes narrow and on Biscuit, and her face completely changes. Yes, let's go back into the alleyway.
Poor Biscuit.
Okay, so Voth, with your action, what are you doing?
Oh, I mean, like, there's no enemies in sight, right?
You would, from where you are, from where you are, you would be able to, if they were pointed out to you, you would be able to see the 3, like, crew members from Heartless that obviously Voth doesn't know who they are, but you would see these 3 menacing figures starting to move from the alleyway that you were just in, or that they were just in.
And Arena, you're suggesting that we go back into that same alleyway?
Yep. Sorry. I was like,
Voth like reaches for his flintlock and looks to Lyra and Arena and says, "Oh, are we killing them?"
Arena's hands are definitely on her weapons, ready to pull if needed. But like once again, trying to look casual.
Mm-hmm. Which I am going to say at this point, I don't think you have time for more conversation if you're going to take an action.
Okay. So Voth quickly sees the situation, says, "Okay, we'll be killing them now," and then takes out his pistol and just, I've been not sharpshooting. That's been kind of doing well for me, so I'm going to keep that up. I'm going to not sharpshoot. How far away are they?
They're about 30 feet.
Oh, okay. Oh, they're in the water. So 1 shot, 18 to hit for... Oh, actually, that was sharpshooting. Well, I clicked the right button. There it is. 18 to hit for 19 points of piercing damage. And we'll send the young ones after. That's another 5 points after that. 24.
Well, you don't need to necessarily do that second part, as you just blast just a gaping hole in one of their chests, who just, like, collapses.
All right. For my second attack, I'll unload on his buddy to the left of him. Oh, I see. I get so greedy with the sharpshooter. That's an 8.
I imagine this is pretty freaking loud.
Oh yeah, this is.
And the crowd around you just like drops and starts to scatter. There's screams. You see. Gosh, why can't I remember the name of the NPC that I?
Heartless?
No, Heartless. Not yet. No.
Biscuit.
No, Ella steps out from fire bellies and is, what the hell is going on here? And it's just absolute chaos.
Voth sees Ella and says, "What?" This guy gets going there. It's like, "What?"
So as one of them drops to being dead, it is now Arena's turn.
Ooh, already. I will then go ahead and walk, kind of a little casually walk up to the next one and the next closest one to me, and try to hit him with my rapier.
Okay, take a swing.
Doop. An 8 to hit. I'm going to use my inspiration to re-roll that d20.
Nice.
There you go.
That's a 17 plus 6 to hit.
That will definitely hit, yes.
Yeah. All right. And no one's near him. None of my friends
None
are
of
near
your friends
him.
are now.
Yeah, I don't think so. Okay. Then that would be 9 piercing damage.
Okay. As you stab into this guy's leg, he like starts to fall to the ground, though he does barely manage to keep his feet up. With the damage from Lyra's thunder damage and your stab, he is looking like he's in very bad shape. Anything else on your turn?
Ooh, he's looking really bad. Then I'm going to well, I didn't say I had it pulled, so I'm gonna just I guess pull my short sword so that I'm dual wielding. Say, well, it looks like you aligned yourself with the wrong person today.
I believe pulling out a weapon is a free action.
Okay,
Unless,
then I'll.
if you have a weapon in your hand and you're switching that weapon, then it's a bonus action. But if you're just if you have a free hand and you're just pulling it out, I think it's free. Or I'm gonna say it's free. I'm the DM.
All right. Then thank you. You're such a generous DM. I'm going to do an offhand attack with my short sword then.
Okay.
That's a
You say
15 to
that,
hit.
but I ate 2 nat 20s.
15. 15 hits.
Alrighty. And that's just a d6. 3 piercing damage.
Okay, just enough.
Or slashing damage.
Just enough as the second one drops.
So yeah, I stab my rapier into him and he kind of drops down to one knee, and then I say, you aligned yourself with the wrong person today, and then I just take my short sword and cut off his head.
Yikes.
There is one.
Decapitation with piercing damage. That takes a lot of work.
There is one left.
Whatever.
There is lots of pierces.
Well then.
Look on your face, Brains. Like, oh,
With that, anything else on your turn?
That would be it. I'm gonna look threatening at the last guy.
Okay. So Sen, you see as you kind of made your dash to the other wall, you see come out on the roof, Heartless, who just runs and leaps towards you. And he's going to make an athletics check. And a 21, and he just lands. And you feel like this rickety building shake as this massive Goliath body lands on the ground. You got just to the rooftop, right?
Yeah, according to you.
Okay. He's actually going to try to grapple you as he just leaps at you and tries to basically tackle you.
Cool.
So it'll be his strength versus athletics or acrobatics.
All right.
Oh, nice.
Okay. As he tries to grab you, why don't you describe how you break free of a tackle?
Oh, I'm trying to just push him back towards the edge of the roof and off of it.
Okay.
Obviously, I can't do that on this turn, but that's the move. So it's like he puts his hands on, I'll push him back, and now he's at the edge, and I'm like, that's me.
I love it. Okay, that will be his turn. The other crew member with you right next to him, excuse me, Arena, is going to take 2 swings with his longsword for a 15 and a 22. Can you hear me?
Yep, sorry, I was doing quick math.
Gotcha.
They both hit.
Unfortunate. What a terrible time.
Well, I probably could have done shield, but that would have only worked for one of them. And,
Well, you take a total of 9 and 12 slashing damage.
You gotta hand it to this guy. 2 of his bros just got dropped, hands down, and he's still you know what?
You would get the sense that he has fear of something else.
I was going to say loyalty, but not loyalty out of I want to do this. It's loyalty out of I could die from your hands or his hands. His hands are dangerous.
At least this might be quick.
Yeah.
So that is the crew's turn, and it is Sen's turn.
Yeah, Sin's going to do what I was just talking about. Sin's going to try to push this dude off the roof.
Okay, we're gonna go athletics versus athletics.
Are you gonna do the traditional Sparta kick? Or
Oh yes,
Okay,
we
there
talked
we go.
about the Sparta kicks.
Yeah, that's a canon.
We talked about the Sparta kicks.
That's a canon
This is
Azure
the
Dragon
thing.
move.
I want to just leave a big old hoof print right in his chest.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh!
It's custom.
Oh! Nat 20!
What?
Get that
Yes!
shit out of here.
Oh, that's beautiful. Falling damage is a d6 per 10 feet?
Yeah.
Okay.
And if he takes any damage, he ends his turn prone.
Yep.
Or he is knocked prone.
So,
and just so you know, I was using that as my my bonus action
okay.
because
Oh,
I can do that with one of my pugilist dice.
Are you
awesome.
Are you gonna follow him down and have him break your fall?
I have an idea.
I am, especially since you rolled a nat 20, like, I'm all ears. Do you want to roll the damage that he takes from falling?
What's the damage?
It would normally be 3d6, but I'm gonna say since you rolled a nat 20, we're gonna double the die, so 66.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Crit falling damage.
Hold it. All right, there we go.
Takes 26 damage and is prone. Okay, so what's the rest of your plan?
The rest of my plan is to shoot him with Eldritch Blast while he's prone.
Amazing. If you're from above, because he is prone, it will technically be a disadvantage.
Oh, for me?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. All right, let's do this. Sen normally would not be shooting Eldritch Blasts in the middle of a city, but this dude just tested him.
It's Pirate Town, man.
16 just hits.
And I'm assuming a 7 doesn't.
The natural one does not. No.
Yeah, take that maximum damage.
Nice. So, particularly for Arena, who is back in this alley where she can see everything, you see Sen do this Sparta kick. You watch this Goliath stumble back and basically he's flipping as he flies back across the alley, slams into the wall across the way, and hits a few boxes and lands prone.
Sen walks down. He walks down with 35 feet of movement.
Oh, that's so good.
I don't know if he's still on the wall or not, but he's looking at him. It's
yeah, no, it's a 30.
Should have just let me run.
It's a 30-foot. It's a 30-foot building. Anything else on your turn, Sen?
That's it.
Okay. Ruse, it is your turn. You are 30 feet away from Arena and the last of these crew members, and you just hear so much noise from the alley.
I was just kind of walking over here to go to the tavern. So Ruse is gonna stretch, yawn, all right. And they're gonna walk over towards the loudest of the crashes.
Okay.
So I can see Heartless.
You can see Heartless prone on the ground.
Hey mate, what, long time no see. What's up, Heartless?
He looks up with Sen standing above him, Ruse, what are you doing here?
My ship's docked, and I figured I'd come for some work. Are you working?
I'm trying to kill this damn satyr who stole everything from me.
I mean, you say that about a lot of people. Here, why don't I dust you off? And I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation, with my full action.
He's getting more mad as you're doing this. Don't patronize me, Ruse.
Sen looks flabbergasted.
Big props to B right now. I have never seen someone cast Prestidigitation in Initiative before.
Same.
Also same. Love it.
Beautiful.
This is a choice. Do you really have to fight? I mean, I kind of came to see you for a drink. That there satyr is probably gonna kill you. You want to just go inside and have a drink with me?
Why don't you roll a persuasion with advantage, given everything that's happening around? I'm honestly torn between advantage and disadvantage.
Maybe just a straight roll.
Yeah, I guess that's how it would work. We'll give it a straight roll. Just a straight persuasion. He looks at you.
You should know that we just started the Spotlight 20 program for Roll20. So we only get 1s and 20s. The only dice that are available in the Spotlight program. Maximum drama.
He looks at you and just says, "Fuck you." Anything else on your turn?
Aside from being offended. What can I do with my bonus? Hold on. I really was believing that was all gonna work. There was gonna be no issues. Yeah, that was gonna be perfect.
Roll20 didn't feel the same.
It did not.
That's the Spotlight program.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna spend a key point to disengage and go into the bar.
There's a big open hole too. You can just walk right.
I'm going to step over Heartless. Like, all right, would have been on me.
So B, normally when a monk casts uses a key point to do take a dash action, it's called like Dash of the Wind. I think it's something like that.
Step of the Wind, yeah.
Step of the Wind. What is it when Ruse does it?
I think there's like this invisible, like this wind that kind of comes out of nowhere, and their hair starts to blow. Their clothes start to blow dramatically, and like there's a moment where they're like stepping over Heartless, and they just look down like, drinks would have been on me, and they're gonna like the wind just like dash inside, only to see their hair kind of blowing.
Amazing. They
I
are.
appreciate, like,
I
the
love that
model hair
so
element to that.
much.
They're just so fabulous. Okay. Anything else?
Sin is looking at them like, what in the fuck?
Oh, that's the rest of my turn. I'll say hey to Ella.
I was like, "Will you get your crew under control?"
They don't listen to me.
And Lyra, it's your turn.
I believe, is there one other goon that's by me in arena?
There is. You're still about 30 feet back. You're kind of in the main street.
Okay.
You have they're in the alley, but yeah, there is.
Oh, so I'm not like out in broad daylight. Okay. Well, I guess I am, but
you are, but
there's not like a crowd.
well, there's been like a lot of noise. There's definitely like a crowd.
No, but we're not. Are we like in the middle of the crowd? I thought everyone's scattered because I was firing shots.
There was, you're in a pirate port, so there's scattering, there's chaos, there's people assembling, there's like.
Gotcha.
This is just more chaos.
It's fine. We're past the point of subtlety anyways, so I'm going to point at that goon, and they are going to have to make a dex save.
Okay. Where did Roll20 go? Dex save. Not good dex. That's a 2?
Oh!
Plus
I'll
0?
I'll say, you might want to start running now, and I'll form like a flame, and as it comes, it's gonna like shoot up in the sky and come down upon them, and they're gonna take 2d8 radiant damage from Sacred Flame.
11, nice.
And then I'm gonna add my Radiant Soul feature to add another 5 points of radiant on top of that, so 16 total.
Okay. He starts screaming in pain, is still standing, but as this like radiant light starts burning his skin and his armor, he's looking like his day is going from bad to worse very quickly. Anything else on your turn?
No, I think that's it.
Okay. At a quick glance, you see, after the thunder damage that drew a bunch of attention and casting this spell, you see there's probably like 8 people just like jaws dropped to the floor staring at you. Like just...
I'll wink at them.
And as you wink, they all flinch. And it is over
My fangs
to...
glint a little extra sparkly.
It's over to Voth.
So the one that Lyra just burnt is still conscious, still alive, but is looking a little shaken.
Sorry, yes.
Okay.
It is barely alive, but they are...
Barely alive. Like, we're not gonna we're not gonna sharpshooter this one. Is it 15 hit?
A 15 does hit, yes.
All right. So Bach goes ahead, reloads the the children swarm over for 3 points, so that's 16 points of piercing damage altogether.
The swarm does its thing, and
Yeah.
another skeleton is left.
And Bot's gonna look really like, I mean, still, it's that sort of like hard to read Dragonborn face. Was gonna look right at Lyra and be like, Lyra, you need to learn to be more subtle. You're drawing too much attention as he reloads.
Amazing. Anything else on your turn?
Do we see Heartless from like Arena, Voth, Lyra? Like, is Heartless near us?
If you walked up to where Arena was and the other
in the alley,
little cat.
Yeah, get him, little cat. Yeah.
He's feeling feisty.
Yes.
So if you walked into the alley, yeah, you'll see Sen above Arena, or not Sen above Heartless.
Right. Seeing that like Sen is like sort of like perched and like looks like you're right. You looks like you're still in the middle of it. Sen,
Not the
is that
stream
right?
deck. Sorry.
Yeah.
Cat almost stepped on the stream deck. Again.
Bob's gonna be like reloading, and be like, Lyra, you need to be more subtle as he like walks up to the alley. And I'm just gonna say that's all of Bob's turn as he's kind of walking towards this situation.
Okay.
I think on another level, if like Voth knew what was going on between Sen and Heartless, he might not intervene because it seems like personal, you know. But also like, you know, he wouldn't like leave Sen out to dry.
Okay.
Also,
Arena.
disadvantage all attacks.
Arena, it is your turn as Heartless is face down on the ground. It seems like his response to danger is to just get angrier and angrier and angrier after his interaction with Ruse.
Yeah. Well, he's on the ground, so Arena's just gonna go over very casually again. Arena's super casual. Say, well, it looks like today is not your day. Ruse is pretty great. And then I'm gonna stab him with my rapier.
Okay, you have advantage on that as he's prone.
And then an extra d20. So that is 17.
A 17 hits. Yes.
Yeah. And then that is 14 piercing damage because of my sneak attack.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna hit him with my short sword as
Okay.
well.
Do it.
Because why not?
Oh wait, it's a and the 11.
I think it's actually
yeah.
Yeah.
So minus
I'm
11.
looking at the
Okay.
interface here.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
the
yeah.
14
That's
is
both.
just your sneak attack damage.
Yeah.
Your base damage is that
So it's
11.
20.
Oh,
it's
you're
25.
right. Yeah, that's actually max damage on that rapier though. Yeah, so 25. Sorry.
No, no problem. Kitty, you can't step on the stream deck because last time you did that,
yeah.
you ended a stream.
Short sword. And I'm just rolling that twice. That's a 24 to hit.
24 hits.
And that's another 3 piercing damage.
Okay, this is one of my favorite things about rogues. Like first attack, huge damage. Second one, like, and then I also scratch you just to make sure that you're mad.
I could have done more
well.
damage, but I didn't want to.
Anything?
So instead, we're gonna kind of narrate that a little bit, a little bit more eloquently. Arena comes up and says that cool thing that she just said. I don't remember what it was. And then she kind of nicks him with the short sword, kind of right behind the ear a little bit, just to you know, just cause.
Uh-huh.
And then she stabs him with her rapier, which got
I
a
love
little
that.
bit more damage.
I love that. Okay, it is, if there's nothing else on your turn.
That's it.
Okay. It is his turn. He stands up and just like wildly is swinging again at Sen, targeting all of. That's another crit.
Oh my god.
This guy's a bastard.
Wow.
So that's a nat 20 and a 23.
Wow.
So the nat 20 is for 20 slashing damage.
Who is this hitting?
Sen. And
Son,
then
you going down, my friend?
and then another 10 slashing damage. So that's 30 total slashing damage.
Oof. Okay. I'm going to use this. I'm going to be all kinds of messed up. But this is way below half points or less. I'm going to use this as a reaction, and I am level 7 plus my con mod to have 10 more hit points, because otherwise this would be bad. So
Okay.
I am down to so it's 20, and then it was what? How much more?
10 more.
Another 10. Oh, so I'm down to 8 HP.
Okay. That's his turn. It says, let's finish this, Sen. And it is this one little pirate who is... Oh, no, he just got eaten alive. I just forgot to mark that off.
Yeah, he's skeleton.
Yeah, he's super dead. His skeleton says, like, yeah, good luck, boss. And, and that makes it Sen's turn.
All right. Well,
How is Heartless looking after all this?
He's very resilient, but he's starting to feel it a little bit. He's showing... He seems like the kind of individual that, like, the more in danger he is, the more angry he gets. And his body's showing a little bit of blood and bruising.
He tastes his own blood to make himself angry. Some Bruce Lee shit.
Sin looks at him with his vest on, cut up, and he's like, just walk away, please. Because if I don't kill you, they will. And then they're just going to get me back up, and your crew has already abandoned you.
Why don't you roll your choice between an intimidation or a persuasion check?
Let's go with intimidation, since that seems more Sin style with this guy.
Okay.
Sure, I'll just keep that.
Rolls a natural 1 on his... If
What
he's
is
gonna
this
beat you.
today?
If he's gonna beat
It's
you.
the spotlight program.
He looks at you, and you see briefly between this really hardened individual's countenance, you see this quick flash of fear that quickly gets covered up with anger. He starts to back away, and runs through the geez, I can't even remember the name of the things I make. Yeah, the fire belly, or fire bellies, which Ruse, you would see him running
Cheers.
through if
With
you
my
want.
drink, I lift it up to him.
He flips you off as he runs by.
Oh, yeah.
And we can drop out of initiative.
Actually, I had resistance. I don't know why I was doing that anyway, but it was still, I took a lot of damage regardless.
You did take it. 2 crits is going to be a lot, whether you have resistance or not.
I was like, resistance or not, that's still
Yeah.
damage.
You know, well, it's important that Heartless lives to see another day, because that's a baller recurring NPC. I'm glad he's still alive.
Listen, as a DM inside too, I kind of wanted to leave him alive. This is like a ongoing
For real,
complication.
for real.
Yeah. I feel that. So you are in this alley. There is people starting to gather and whisper, especially
Then
given...
just collapses. The boom.
Yeah, as soon as he starts to leave, Arena does not take an opportunity attack and just kind of lets him, and then walks over to say, "Darling, are you okay?"
No.
Okay, well, I'll she just goes to kind of support you a little bit and help bring you into the tavern.
Voth picks up the other side and brings you in through the hole in the wall.
That was
Got a table?
quite brave of you.
Oh, Ruse has a table for us. Excellent.
Great.
Lyra's gonna pout a little bit because of what Voss said about being subtle. She's like, oh no. Oh right. And she's gonna follow them in.
One of the Dragonborn siblings comes up to you, one of the ones that like knows a little bit of common. We'll go ahead and say it's Mix, and like perches on Lyra's shoulders, like, you in trouble?
Get out of here, and I'll flick him off my shoulder.
You're in trouble. You're in trouble.
So as you all get into this bar, the gnomes you didn't notice while you were fighting, but the gnomes, like, all three of their heads were at windows out the back alley, just like watching. And as you all walk in, they're just like uncomfortably close to all of you, but not saying anything, just like in awe of like the magic and stuff they saw. Just silent.
Arena looks over and says, "Excuse me, did you want to give me more gold?"
How did you do? What are you all people?
Darling, we're pirates.
I think we filled out an application one time that said we were pirates, and we don't do the same things that you do.
Tell
I'm
me,
your
where
mom's
did you fill out?
favorite.
I don't understand what you mean. I don't think you have ever met my mother.
Drink, please.
Ella has already got your pint of whiskey ready.
Oh my god. A pint of whiskey.
Slams it on the table and says, "Next time, can you all do that further away from my establishment? People aren't going to be coming here for weeks because of the magic you just
kept
used."
letting him in. You knew better. He's an asshole.
Just, if I didn't let assholes in, I'd have no business.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to get in here, son. Here, I'll like kick out a chair for you. I'm not totally mean.
He was like, "Ooh, that was a little rough."
And Biscuit, who is watching all of this, also comes and sits down next to you, like hands folded in front of him. Like, so, I hear that you have do I have to do something? Or are you going to do that to me
Biscuit,
next? Is that...
Biscuit, you've proven yourself well enough. And Voth turns to Arena. Biscuit here is thinking about restarting his career in piracy by joining the crew of the Black Ballad.
It was going to want to hire this idiot.
No, Sen. You must have been punched around far too much. Biscuit is very useful.
I like Voth's description of me better, if you want my opinion.
No, we don't.
Biscuit, please be quiet.
Slides down.
So what exactly are they going to be doing on the ship?
Well, Biscuit, what are your talents?
I'm actually I'm really good at knots.
No, you're really not.
Oh. Well.
And I realize you might think that was a pun, but it wasn't.
I've had to retie knots for months, darling.
Oh. Well, I can clean the deck pretty well. I work hard. I'm good at scrubbing.
And you're very quiet.
I guess so.
Cleaning, good at being quiet, excellent skills as a new shipmate aboard the Black Ballad, wouldn't you think, Arena? And
Arena
Bob's
just
gonna
looks-
give her his little dragon tail kind of like thumps on the ground, which you all know is like Bot's symbols for I'm trying to do something clever. It's like him stomping the ground.
That's how Dragonborn wink.
Kind of looks sideways. It says, "Yes, well, it is a fine ship, so it should stay very, very clean, and you should stay very quiet and listen all you can."
So my question really for you all is Like, do I just like walk up to them and be like, "Hey, name's Biscuit, good at cleaning, very quiet. Can I be on your ship?" Like, I didn't do exactly that with Captain Dira, but
Sen reaches and like his side and just like, give him this, and just counts off 50 gold and just tell them that it's an advance on your pay.
His brain is breaking again as he's trying to very
Don't think about it too hard.
Biscuit, here's what you do. Take this bag, go to the captain of the Black Ballad, or whoever they'll let you talk to, and give them this bag and say, please let me work here. No one else will take me, and I'm very desperate. Now repeat that back.
No one else will take me, and I'm very desperate. Here's an advance on my pay.
There you go.
Very good, Biscuit. Very good.
Okay.
And Voth is going to smile, and it's really unnerving. It's just
My
like all teeth.
he just gets quiet again and folds his hands over the bag of gold. Okay. So I should go now.
Why, yes, that'd be a great idea. Why don't you skedaddle?
And he'll say a few words in Draconic, and like not like the entire swarm, but like a quorum of the swarm will like kind of follow him to the Black Bow to make sure he gets there okay.
Okay.
And that he doesn't try to like go somewhere else.
Yeah, he goes. He does stop like on his walk. There's someone selling food. He spends one of the gold. Though he like before he does, he's like looking over his shoulders like, is this okay? And buys like a whole grip of food and just is like stress eating, like shoveling it into his mouth, and gets over to the ship, and they let him on board. I don't know how far your dragons would follow.
No, just to the deck of the ship, or just to the gangplank of the Black Ballad.
Oh, before we let him off, Voth, should we try to get his name in my book and we can contact later?
You recon that?
I'm okay with that. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I forget that I have this. It's fine.
No worries.
One of the reasons I want to bring Biscuit back to the party is because, like I said, I was like wanting to see if there's some kind of like clairvoyance thing we could do, because Voth has like 2 skills.
Yeah. So he signs his name, not necessarily looking like he wants to do it, and then does what I described. So as the 5 of you are in this tavern, the gnomes are still just staring at you, though they are slowly backing away.
Can someone explain to me what's up with these gnomes?
Well, they're gambling buddies.
We should bring them on the crew. They like to lose money.
We also need crew. That's my job. You gnomes. You wanna be cooler pirates than you're doing?
Oh, we're not cool. Okay. So what does that mean exactly?
Join us and fight for us.
Become a professional pirate.
You might even learn a thing or two from us.
I am gonna need you, Ruse, to roll a persuasion with advantage because your crew is helping you.
Thank you.
Oh God.
All right.
Nice.
Ooh. Okay.
We're on the max part of our min-max of rolls.
And there's the other end.
For now.
They huddle together, these 3 little gnomes. And you hear this little like whispering back and forth. Every once in a while, one of their heads pops up and looks at you, very cartoony. And then
we're all looking super cool at the table, like with our drinks and our boots up and stuff.
Sen's just there bleeding, just.
I'll slap Sen on the back and be like, "Oh, don't worry, you'll be fine in just a little bit." And like as I slap his back, like little hints of light Just go into him, and it'll throw him a little bit of healing light.
Their eyes get really wide again as there's more magic happening. Okay. So, we have one condition. It's very important to us. We need. They look very embarrassed. We need weapons.
What have you been doing?
Um.
No, I don't actually. I'm not interested in your life stories at all. It was rhetorical. Just take a seat and we'll bring you on the boat.
By my soul, you are truly brave pirates.
So you have all officially hired Lynn, Rin, and Jaffe. These three little very, very rich gnomes.
I really appreciate that we were going to have like a hiring montage, and that's what I was expecting, but that was perfect.
For this crew? Yes. Come work for us.
So as
there's no way they're smart enough or
Close
good
enough.
enough to actually do a mutiny on their captain. This is the perfect crew.
and you have all gotten the sense that they really want to be pirates, like really bad.
We can mold them.
Sen's just thinking, I'll eat their dreams and I'll take their money. This is a win-win for me.
Yeah. More people to do work for me. This is great.
So the five of you and your three new gnome crew are in Firebellies. What are you all doing?
I feel like Voth is just, giving them like a once-over with a couple of weapons he has in them to see if they have any skill with them whatsoever. And it's kind of like, I'm imagining like that scene from, I think it's the first Harry Potter movie, where like the wand crafter is just like putting all these weapons, all these wands in Harry's hands, and Harry's like using them, but before he can even figure out whether he likes it or not, there's another one in his hand, and Voth is doing that with these three gnomes. Let him just be like, all right, take this dagger. All right, hold that for a second. No, give me that back. All right,
Meanwhile, Arena's standing nearby with a rapier, just like, well, are you gonna settle on one or not so we can see if they can use it?
Tell just by the way they're holding it. No, this one's got he's not got. He's got the skill for that. Yeah, try this out. Yeah. Okay, hold that. Okay. Stab with it. Aye, Chungalungo, you've got the skill with that one. All right. Give this man a club.
All right, now let's fence.
We're fencing in there in the tavern.
Ella says, what did I tell you about taking your business outside?
Oh, this was fine. Oh,
it is, you've got a ship. If you need to train these gnomes who you're gonna get killed.
That's why we gotta train them.
Do it on your own time in your own space. You've already driven off enough customers as it is today. If you
Perhaps we could do a favor for Ella, win her back some of her customers.
Yes, that would be wonderful if you could do that. Because if you were not Deer's crew, you would not be in here anymore.
I'm pretty sure Deer's gonna be very upset with us.
Why? We found new crew.
Yeah, I did my job. I don't know what you were all supposed to do.
What was your job exactly?
Recruiting these gnomes.
I'm pretty sure I did the work.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we just met these. We just met these gnomes like 2 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
You've hardly said 2 words to them, Sen.
I took their money.
Oh,
it was a good time.
It was a very good time. We had a lot of fun. They Sen here is very good at this dice game. Though I am a little confused still about this whole kerfuffle that happened.
Don't worry about it. It was old beef or something. Don't think about it too much.
Well, maybe we'll get some of those special die that he was talking about. Maybe that will.
Sure, yeah.
You see, my young friends, when you're a professional pirate, there may be someone you have to execute.
So
Sen looks at Dira like, Dira, is there a better crew? Please tell me there's better crew than these guys.
Deer's not here. Her sister's here.
Ella, I'm sorry.
Ella's like, you could look around. There's certainly more skilled individuals than these three, though it seems like you might have won their loyalty by some miracle of the gods.
I'm a walking miracle.
So as you all are kind of sitting there discussing, a satyr walks in, white fur, beautiful vest. The white is turning to black. Very, very piratey hat. Playing a little lute and singing a song. He goes and sits down at one of the tables, still playing, giving everybody, including Ella, a little pause. And this song is haunting. I gotta stop this music because it's too adventure-y for what's happening right now. The song is haunting. It's of death and loss and lies and fables that conceal darkness hidden away from the world. Things that in the song says the gods don't want you to know. And he keeps repeating a refrain at the end, where darkness finds a way. Where darkness finds a way. And we're going to have to find out what happens next time on Winds and Whispers.
Yay! Yay! Ooh, I have so many questions.
Amazing. That
Especially for
was
Sven.
that was so fun. That was
It was a good time.
that was a great time. That was that complication was just perfect for everything that happened.
Good.
I just knew. I knew it'd be me.
I had some fun stuff for everybody, but that one just fit so well with what you wanted to do right then.
It did. I love it.
So, chat, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We're on Winds and Whispers. We will be back here next Thursday, same time, 8:30 Pacific time. I just ADHD'd out of whatever I was doing. Goodness. Outro. Thank you. Thank you again to Roll20. As this episode was sponsored by them. Hope you all enjoyed it. Let's give our little outros, say who you are, where people can find you, and we will start this time with Ian.
Hey everyone, my name is Ian Gould. You can follow me on Twitter at Ian G. Gould, and you can also find me on DM's Guild by my name, Ian Gould, and that is where I am. That's what I do. I write adventures, I edit adventures, lay out adventures, and I play D&D on this podcast, and also at Fate Forge Academy, where I play Dwarven Bard Cause. And now every time Steven says "just cause," I think of my character.
Amazing. B.
Hello, I have been playing Ruse, but normally I am B Zelda, your busy non-binary B. You can find me on Twitter as @B_Zelda. I am a podcaster, member of the Broadswords. I am a TTRPG streamer. I stream on Roll20 and a butt ton of channels like this one. Check out my stuff.
Oh. Okay.
Cat! Tiny cat!
Get him, cat!
Little Cat is, up until today, Little Cat had always only crawled up my legs when I was wearing jeans. Today I'm wearing shorts, and
did not stop him.
Did not stop him. That was B. Next we have Danny.
Ooh, well, hello, I'm Danny. You can find me on Twitter at Danny Yogani, and you will see all my links to all the things I do there with Etsy and Redbubble and all the good stuff. So.
Mm-hmm. Prince.
Hey, I am Prince Amir Hamza. I was playing Sen. He didn't die. Lucky me. You can find me on the internet as Dimples and Dice. Actually, tonight I'll be premiering my new show. My wife will be DMing a new show called Bloodlight Wastes. It'll be a D&D campaign where we play treasure hunters. So that will be tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern time over at Dimples and Dice. Anything else, you can follow me on Twitter and you'll know what I'm doing because I'm in a lot of places doing a lot of RPG stuff.
Awesome. And Eris?
Hi, I'm Eris Savad. I also make stuff. I can be found on Twitter at Stitched by Eris. That's kind of my dumping grounds. You can find the things that I make at airasavad.com. And one place you can find me pretty regularly is in the Monday, Wednesday, Friday mornings on Nomadics channel at about 9 a.m. Eastern time. I say about because we really start whenever. And that would be me, Nomadic, and Wally132. Basically waking up in the morning, having coffee, and enjoying each other's company, enjoying the company of chat and our cool friends who come and visit us sometimes. Yeah.
Awesome. And I am Steven. I am your DM for this show. I also DM and produce and edit the Fae Forge Academy, which is the main story that takes place in the same world that we're currently exploring. Which follows 6 students at a magic school far away from where this is taking place, where magic is actually prevalent and doesn't scare the crap out of people. I also just announced a new podcast that is coming to your ears this summer sometime when it starts getting approved on podcatchers, called Anime Attaché, that I'm doing with my partner Kelsey, who some of you might know is the CEO of Fae Forge Academy, and B Zelda right below me, right here, where B is our anime expert, and they are teaching Kelsey and I, who have watched very little or no anime about the genre, and we're starting with season 1 of My Hero Academia, going through those shows, and we have had a ton of fun recording it. So you can find that at Anime Attaché on Twitter, and you can keep up to date with that there, and we will also be tweeting about it. And with that, we will we will see y'all here. On this channel, I'll be doing some more editing later today. We have Bedtime Stories with Brina on Tuesdays, most Tuesdays, though we skipped it this week because of Jasper's Game Week, which is the last thing I'm going to say, is that is currently happening right now. So we're going to go raid Mini Terrain Domain, as Celeste Conowitch right now is DMing. Who Celeste is, if you don't know, Celeste is the DM for the Venture Maidens, an amazing writer and creator, just all around wonderful human. And Jasper's is raising money for suicide prevention, so super important things. So go say hi to them over there. And again, thank you from all of us on the cast. We had a blast, and hope you did too. And we'll see y'all next week.
Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Woo!
We did it.
That was a lot of fun.
That was so fun.
That was amazing.
That was good. I like that. It was good. Good session.